We started I think 10 years ago or so. As soon as we could do something, since I'm an immigrant, and I have been helped by people. All immigrants, they're always grateful because, of course, we all are immigrants, essentially, but we get help along the way, and immigrants get help, and they appreciate that. And often you see them, extending their hands, and because it was direct, there was no delay in between, there was no generations in between, They got the help, and they received the extended hand, and then they extend their hands, so because there is no gap in between. But once we, of course, we have always, it's within the family, they always have to help each other. And I came to this country with the help, of those two families I mentioned to you. My flight arrived at 4 o'clock in the morning in December. It was a cold, cold day, or night, I should say. And Lou is at the airport with a pair of mitts and one of those Russian hats, the warm hat, the Ukrainian hat, so that when I come out of and he took me home. How makes that make you feel, when somebody who doesn't know you, he comes to the airport and takes you home because you come to this country because he was an immigrant. So that's the kind of thing that, you see, or Alex, I want to start to work the next day. He said that, no, the two of them, he said that you're going to have to take a couple of weeks off before you go to work. So they stay with you, and then you want to give back. You have to give back. How could you just be in debt forever and ever? You have this tremendous debt to this society. This community, I would say Canada, I'd say Edmonton, but really the whole Canada is like that, and that's really why we know about Canada. Canada has such a tremendous, from when I was young in Iran, name around the world. And every now and then, last few, maybe 2 decades, that we have slipped a little bit, I get really upset. But still, we have that name, and still, hopefully we catch up again to who we were. So you have this tremendous debt, on your shoulders, walking around, say that, well, I have to do something. I got to pay back something. And that's a subconscious, but it's there. You cannot avoid it. You cannot get away from it. So we started to help.